good afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are. Good day. I hope you haven't had enough of F-Zero X yet, because I have another run for you guys. I hope you haven't had enough of... Yeah, let's not have an echo, that would be great. Oopsie. Let me just make sure the audio balance is good. I think that should be pretty good. Pog. Alright, so this category is all tracks, and that's because I'm gonna do Grand Prix mode. I'm probably gonna die. And then I'll do time attack to finish all the tracks. This game is no joke. Gonna play on easy just to make sure I have some extra lives. It's still plenty challenging, so... Let me up my own volume. So, if you don't know, this is a ROM hack made by Philippe Projet. It's based on F-Zero Climax, the last F-Zero game that was ever released. You'll see some of that later when Mifune is doing Grand Prix Master, if I'm not mistaken, so that's gonna be pretty exciting. That game has 54 tracks, this game only has room for 24, so we kind of got to pick and choose which ones he likes. So I will start my timer from here. And let's just get right into it. Using the very familiar Bloodhawk, as you would see in normal speedruns. No custom vehicles here. So as you can see, this looks pretty different from Vanilla X. And I like that. It looks very, very pretty, very interesting. You put a lot of time into making this work. Still pretty rusty. But I'll do my best to give you guys a good showcase. So this one's based on 6 Carrots, the first track of F-Zero Climax, naturally. So one thing I really like about this hack is that it gives a lot of opportunities to do cool stuff. Like that. So even if you're not very good at DTDs like I am, you can still do some pretty cool looking things. This mod is pretty tough. Like the first 2 cups aren't too difficult in terms of tracks, but Gold and Platinum Cup are difficult. I've only managed to beat Gold Cup once. And Platinum not at all. I was just dying to run out of lives. So that's why I'm just gonna say I'll do my best to finish them. Yeah, like the first 2 cups have pretty doable tracks, but there's a lot of sharp turns and like sharp turn into no wall on the final 2 cups. So that's always fun. So as you can see, this track is pretty vibrant. Not as much on my capture, but trust me, on my CRT it's very, very like brownish, yellow, orange, whatever. It's pretty intense. And I wish I had a better way to capture this, but this will have to do. So on top of new track textures, there's also new profile pictures in the left side, new speedometer. Overall, just a very, very cool hack. So this one is based on High Speed Edge, which is actually a pretty tricky track in Climax because it has some very sharp turns. Now, Climax originally being on GBA, it didn't have 3 dimensions, it's all flat, so Philippe Projet just kind of had some fun adding another dimension to all the tracks. So the minimap looks the same, but they can feel very different. Machines themselves too, yeah. I like the exhaust. I really like the way it looks on Bloodhawk. Heck. That's gonna happen. Also shoutouts to Jack20 in the chat for having tasked I'm pretty sure every track in this game. But I believe we will be seeing that later in the test showcase. So the music is all still the same, which is fine. At some point someone, I forget who it was, actually made a music mod as well. Which also changes the announcer, I'm pretty sure, but I don't currently have that. But yeah, it's kind of difficult to modify things about this game because of how compressed everything had to be. So mostly what Philippe did is take existing N64 textures and then try to get them to work in this game. So if you've played a lot of N64 games, you might actually recognize some of these. There we go. So the thing about this is, when you replace a track, like the AI is set to finish around a certain time on track 1 of Cup 1. So if you put a very, very long track in that spot, they still try to finish in that time, so they just go ridiculously fast. So he didn't have complete freedom to just put any track you wanted wherever you wanted, because sometimes you'll just have impossible finish in first place tracks otherwise. As it stands, it's challenging, but it is possible to get first everywhere, I think. If you're good, which... He actually managed to beat Grand Prix mode on Sensei difficulty with Black Bull, which I'm not gonna do that. I like having fun. Yeah, I believe that was from Kobe's Valley in Banjo-Kazooie. There's also something from Clunker's Cavern. And a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't know. Like, when we had the F-Zero Central Marathon, like, in person, how many years ago, he was talking a lot about how he did everything. Like, he was just there showing off his own mod, and that was cool as heck. So for the first 2 tracks I can boost pretty often, but on the final 2 I have to preserve my energy a lot because there's a lot of really tight turns and thin tracks. And because I would like to finish, I'm gonna take it easy there. So I'll do my best to show off cool stuff now, and then just try to survive later. Not a good DTD. Superman 64 texture and silence? Heck yeah. So far so good, 300 points. I'm not gonna be able to keep that up. So, White Land Wolf. It is indeed quite white. Yeah, it's really easy to go fast compared to vanilla. Just because a lot of jump plates, extra boosters, a lot of refill. Just very fun to play, honestly. And I'm playing this on console. Philippe made sure that this does run on an EverDrive, which is what I'm using, so that's very cool. Oh, okay. Bad angle. So none of the stats are different, just the tracks allow for fast gameplay. That one usually doesn't work. Also doesn't work if you go too far to the left. You know, playing these games yourself really makes you appreciate how good the actual good players are. And being able to rescue a bad DTD and not just completely kill your speed like I usually do. It's very, very cool. Alright, so that's not gonna be first place this time. Cinematic angle. Like, we just got done watching a lot of F-Zero X, but maybe I should explain some of the tech that's going on. So, first off, sliding, just set yourself to max acceleration. Hold Z if you're turning right, hold R if you're turning left, and you just go fast. As long as you use a low grip machine, so that's why we use Bloodhawk. E grip is the best sliding potential. And of course, also A-rated boost, very important. And B-rated body is just nice to have, especially when you're rail sliding. Which really is just as simple as sliding into a wall and just keeping your angle. Walls don't have friction, so they don't slow you down, which is very nice. So this place can kind of kill your bitrate. Turns into a pixelated mess. So yeah, I'm trying to use my own boost where I have the energy to do so. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe boost plates are C-rated boosts. So it would just end your own boost and give you the speed of a C-rated boost instead of your A-rated boost. Or maybe it was a B boost, I'm not sure. Dash plates are C? Alright. But of course I'm not always gonna have energy to use my own boost, so sometimes I do want to be careful, which I wasn't last time. Finish your training? Heck yeah. I'm looking forward to F-Zero Climax, that's gonna be very, very good. And you'll not actually see most of the tracks that these tracks are based on, because he's gonna be doing Master difficulty, which has harder versions of similar tracks, generally. So this is one you will see in Bronze Cup on Novice and Standard difficulty. On higher difficulties it has more turns. More difficult version of the same track, pretty much. Nice. Should be good to finish this time. I really like the way this track looks. Alright, first place. Small frame drops there. It seems to happen on like a few of these tracks, but it's minor, thankfully. Might not even notice it because my capture card doesn't really do 60 FPS all that well. Also, big fan of the way this pipe looks. Just a very pretty game, which is impressive. Still running at 60. So naturally, in the GBA games you also don't have pipes, so that's also just a neat addition that you couldn't have done otherwise. You also really have to remember where the dash plates are, which I guess is very similar to the GBA games, because you're not always gonna have time to react. Okay, where am I? I'm on the roof? Okay. Always gotta be careful sliding in the pipes. Yeah, that's only 6 tracks, so you gotta improvise a bit. So I'll just let this play out, because if I reset my console, like Uchiha did between cups, it's gonna exit the game, because I'm running on Everdrive. I don't mind, I have another few hours of gameplay ahead of me, so I'll take a little break. First place, with 1 kill. How nice. So I believe this red texture here is the Clunker's Cavern one. It's so much fun. Like, I honestly much prefer it over Vanilla. Like, Vanilla has interesting tracks if you're good at them. But if you're not very good, then there's just certain tricks you can't do, and then it's a lot of just straight driving. But here you can just do crazy stuff wherever you want. Never stop F-Zero X. Alright, on to Silver Cup. Red Canyon Barrel Roll. This track is really fun. Dash plates as much as I can. So yeah, that's why it's so fun. You kind of just go. Yeah, Barrel Roll is just a good track. I just can't do the lap strats in actual Climax. It's freaking crazy. Yo, Pfizer! Welcome back. Okay, did not expect to lift off there, goddamn. Should not have boosted there, but I guess I'll live. Yeah. Not my smartest move. Ooh, okay, kinda painful. Even a B-rated body can be damaged a lot if you just slam to a wall like that. 12th. Not easy. It's called easy difficulty, it's not easy. Like, I know I'm not the best at the game, but I'm also not bad. But I'm still getting beaten up pretty badly. This track is also very difficult. It's a cool DTD you can do at the start, but it's also super jank. This is like a weird corner. Kinda like that. Damaged me a lot, but that's okay. Also hidden jump blade in the track. I really like this look for lightning. Panther World Record. Shadows to F-Zero Climax where almost any machine can get a lap world record. Very balanced, like... There's a few that are definitely worse on some tracks, but then they're still good on other tracks. F-Zero Climax is good, you should play it. Still wishing one day we'll get a legit way to get F-Zero Climax in English. Like, you can import it, which I have, but I want the proper release, you know? Yeah, Climax is fast as heck. Not sure what that was. Was able to run GX soon? Nice. You get to run your least favorite F-Zero game. But that also means you can play GX Unleashed on console. That's pretty cool. No more boosting. Gonna play it safe now. Yeah, I think this is a really good look for lightning, as opposed to like the red grid, like the more industrial look. This is very clean. So, Miss Flo, you can't really see ahead of you in the GBA games, you also can't really see ahead of you in this one. That game already has a bit of a fog effect of its own, and it's pretty intense on this one. I'm not even gonna try to DTD there, I will miss the track. So yeah, Misflow double link, I guess this is. Oh yeah, there's also jump plates hidden there, be careful because you will just fly right into the abyss. I kinda just naturally avoid it, but I definitely didn't remember that was there. So I'm just gonna take it easy. Mistflow is pretty evil with all these sudden sharp turns. Oh yeah, shoutouts to mines not actually disappearing when you hit them. They explode you, but they don't actually explode themselves. Kinda evil. So if you haven't yet, you should look up a speedrun of Mistflow Double Link in Climax. There's freaking crazy shortcuts. Can't really do much in terms of shortcuts in this game because of the checkpoint system. And Climax is just like, you take a jump plate, land wherever you want. It's cool. So I'm kind of just chilling. Not much I want to risk losing here. Yep, or just cross the finish line in the air and then land behind it again. For a sub 1 second lap. Shout out to Pfizer. Alright, so this is a weird one. Normally this is like a very big track with a lot of mines. It's called Frontline. You can't really make giant, super wide tracks in this game. Don't have that much control over the mine placement, so Philippe really had to improvise with this one. Heck, I really wanted to hit that. Yay. So yeah, this one is very different from Vanilla. Vanilla Climax, that is. So yeah, just gotta try not to die. Which would be easier if I didn't keep boosting away all my energy. With some burgling. That's not the same. You can kind of do some cool DTDs by launching yourself off the pipe. So far, so good. I'm not entirely sure about making my estimates, but that's okay. I can do very quick game switches, so I can use my setup time to compensate if I do fall behind. Like, I've already got MV running on my Wii U. For GP Legend, I just have to open up my DS. We'll be good to go. Yeah, it's freaking wild, and I love it. Also, shoutouts to Red Canyon Inside Out. Very fun track. One of my favorites to run in Climax. There's a little cut you can do there as well. But if you don't go far enough left to hit the checkpoint, you'll just not hit the track. Just die, so... Haven't tried it in too long for me to go for it right now. I slightly prefer Inside Out 1, but they're both really good. Not that different. So while you're boosting, it's fine to go over the dirt, but as soon as it runs out, you just slow down like crazy. Speaking of illusion, that will be in this run. I just don't like it as much. Like, it doesn't look as cool. It doesn't have the music. But it is illusion. It also has walls at some parts, which is not quite in the spirit of things. Alright, Silence Nightmare. One of my favorite tracks in this hack. Small bit of lag there. You can actually reduce the lag by looking backwards, but I don't always want to be doing that. Kind of forgot that's where that jump was. You can do such a big, crazy jump there. So hopefully I can show it off on boost laps. Save some energy because I will crash into the wall. Or another razor. One of the two. Yeah, illusion in Climax is really fun. He reduces the credits theme because it doesn't have the custom music, which is kinda sad. Please don't die. Kinda scary. Still second place in the end. It's pretty cool. Alright, second cup done. 32 minutes in. Oh, is it? Oh, that's something I never noticed. '20th on this floor. Oof. Is this even gonna be first overall? Heck yeah. Still doing it. I mean, Illusion was just waiting to be broken open in Climax. Like, I saw Taro do that strat where he lands behind the finish line, and he goes backwards and turns around and goes forward. And I'm just like, nah, you can do better. You can just side attack him to the finish. And I had to grind a while to get it, and then Mifune is actually very good at it. It's crazy. Alright, so next cup has a chance of not finishing. I could still finish because it's not as bad, but Platinum is so difficult. Like for me, it would take like about 10 minutes to get it once. I wouldn't be able to do it on 2 laps. Actually, do you do it on 2 laps? I forget. Pretty out of it. So, Mute City Cactus Circuits. I have fond memories of this track because of a recent F-Zero Climax tournament that we had going on. Organized by F-Zero Online. And it was like the finals, and we were just grinding on... I guess it was Cactus Circuit 2 to get the best time, because it was... like, that was the deciding track who was gonna win that round and with that the tournament. Very exciting stuff. So yeah, you can see why it's called Cactus Circuit. A lot of sharp corners. I actually kind of like that some are not as sharp, so you don't actually have to move. But then they get sharper as you progress through the track. Like here it's actually a zigzag. Alright, that's the first place. I kind of expected it, like I was not really playing the game anymore and he just kept pushing. He is very, very good. Like he's just destroying my times with the Panzer Emeralds. So, Port Town Halfling. This track is very cool. The Climax has some cool jumps. Here it's pretty cool too, it just has some pretty tricky turns. I'll definitely get back to running Climax at some point. Just taking a extended break. I always come back to like every F-Zero game at some point. Wait, that was this track? I thought that was Sky Highway. I mean, I've just been mostly preoccupied with life, and also Hades. Hades is a fun game. And now there's the new Hyrule Warriors, so I'm set. Yes. Still have to beat Hades with 2 different weapons. And then I'll have to complete sets, and then I'll probably keep playing it a bit anyway. It's good. But anyway, F-Zero. F-Zero is also good. Sand Ocean 2. So this is Key Break. Normally there's like a wind here that slightly pushes you, like it's nowhere near as powerful as the wind in Deathwind and SNES. But it is wind, and that's kind of cool. Okay, there's a weird upslope there. So it's kind of hard to actually DTD on this track. These are also the tracks I've practiced the least by far. Like I was mostly just running the first 2 cups, so this is a bit of a challenge. Oopsie. Yeah, it's a shame you can't actually pick, you know, the key break venue for custom tracks natively, but it is cool that with hacks you can still accomplish it. You know what would be even cooler? If you could set the wind speed yourself, so you can have an actual proper death wind. With like wind going at like double the strength. It would be cool. Harder to control? Yeah. I mean, original Deathwind is hard to control. Like, Deathwind 1 is only okay because it's so simple. Deathwind 2 screws me up very badly. So imagine a more complicated track than that still. That would be interesting, let's say that. It would be a good Kaizo track, probably. Also shoutouts to the time Nintendo made a Kaizo track in the GP Legend e-reader tracks, you will see that later. It's so evil. Such a sharp turn. One day you get a capture card and it'll be glorious, Kaiser. Such a sharp turn. It'll be very hard to drift those, if at all possible. I've got 3 different capture cards. I've got this Dazzle, which is not very good. I've got my Avermedia for HD stuff, and I've got my DS with capture card, which I'm still super happy about. Also, oh my god, that lag. That was maybe a bit much at the same time. There we go. So yeah, this track is also... Like, this is where stuff really starts to get challenging, like very thin tracks. Just hitting a lot of walls. Mines. Suppose that is fitting, because this does seem to be the championship track. Like, it's so long. I guess it's kind of cool to have the championship track be difficult, but it's also the third cup, not at the very end. At least there's still walls here. Philippe stops being as generous with the walls in the next cup. Track is confusing. It's a bit much, yeah. Like, knowing the layout from Climax does not help me here at all. It feels completely different and just foreign to me. Like, I can't be like, oh, this is where I am in the track, so this is where this turn comes in. You really gotta be careful here. Okay, cool. Wasn't me. Whew, alright. Illusion. So yeah. Yeah, because it's flats. Also, it's Lost Way 3. Not Illusion, Lost Way, the original. I wish there was a way to get that transparency that Illusion is supposed to have. And not just this checkerboard, but it's something. Also super hard to tell where there's walls and where there aren't. Goodbye. I just have to get my bearings on where I actually am. I mean, honestly, even in Climax, I look at the minimap where I know I have time to do that. Just to remind myself of where I am. And what's coming up. Okay, we are living. No need to be scared. So yeah, this is the master version of this track. So this is the one you'll see Mifune do later. It's very scary to drive on. I'm not the biggest fan of the credits music, but it is bopping, I have to say. Ah, frick. Alright, more bopping. Does it sound louder to me? Not really. Heck. That's a big F. Alright, that's looking a lot better. I was so scared there was not a wall there. Oh my god. Oh my god. No F. Hold your Fs. I guess it does seem a bit lighter than the rest. Of course I would instantly go to a quiet part when I say that. Alright, this is not going too badly, but hopefully I can actually make it to the end. Yeah, true. Alright, we did it. God, that was scary. One more cup, which is also gonna be scary. Thank you. Congratulations. Gold easy. Started off good, and then 12. I reckon that should still be first overall. Yes. Gotta sleep? Alright. Have a good night. Thank you for dropping by. Might still be going when you wake up. Not me, but the marathon. Never stop at F0X. Alright, final one. Let's see if I can clear this cup for the first time. So, Platinum Cup is remixes of old tracks, like SNES tracks, and copies of them, pretty much. So this one is based on Mute City 1, but different. And then it's double remixed into a 3D track, so... just driving on it, you wouldn't tell that this is Mute City 1. So, I also don't know where Philippe got all this dirt from, because there's not actually that much dirt in Multiply, but, you know. Guess he wanted to make the final cup a bit harder. Trying to conserve my energy because I do hit a lot of balls. Kinda like that. Very big hits. For the first time ever. I only did these tracks on time attack mode, and I was just like, ugh, this is very difficult. I gave it a few tries on Grand Prix mode, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. So before, I always just ran Bronze and Silver Cup. So this would legitimately be the first time I would finish this cup. Like, it's not as easy to go fast on these tracks, so I just kind of wasn't as motivated. But hopefully this time we can manage. Would be pretty cool. Like, I haven't tried a whole bunch. It's not like this is an impossible feat that I just have been going at, but I haven't succeeded. It's just, I gave it a few tries, didn't finish. I was actually meant to do some more practice and probably actually beat this cup before today, but stuff came up. Oh, okay, cool. I got a kill. I'll take it. So this track has a couple of pretty nasty turns, followed by no wall, so kinda mean. Also very hard to hit energy pits. I'm just gonna go slow. Or maybe I did actually finish at some point, but I wasn't first, so it didn't give me the star. I think that was also a thing. Why do I boost so much? Boost management was also my weakest part of every F-Zero game. First place. Half of them died, which definitely helps. But it's a first place. I'll take it. Sand Ocean, Sand Ocean. Based on the F-Zero SNES track, Sand Ocean. Also means it doesn't have that much energy refill, so I have to legitimately be careful. So no walls here. Gotta be careful. Heck. That's pretty unfortunate. My god. You do not want to be in the group. Gets pretty messy. Very, very messy. Okay, that's better. Now I just have to not mess up. But at least I won't be screwed over by the other racers. Okay. It's so hard to remind myself not to boost. I want to go fast. True, but I could be going even faster, you know? Especially when I miss bash plates. Cool. First place. What have we got here? Red Canyon 2. With 3 lives left. Could maybe up that a bit. Maybe. Had to do it. Because I would like to actually finish this cup. That would be pretty nice. Yo, Snake, thank you for the good luck. You good luck on your run that's coming up later. Another first place. Heck yeah, this is going very well. It is 2:51 PM for me, so I'm chilling. Definitely feel like I want to get a snack in between some of my runs. Silence 2. So that's double chicane turn is gonna be pretty rough. Also, I was thinking of this track. This track has some nasty turns into no walls, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that one. That's the one. So if you're trying to slide turn to the right there, you might just slide yourself off of the edge. Or boost slide, I mean. Maybe not the best place to be doing this. In case you didn't know, destroying machines also gives you energy. Which is very nice, because there's a lot of walls here. Commentator's curse. I guess Uchiha had the right idea. And just don't commentate. And then there's no curse. Freaking Yota guy into oblivion. That was nice. That was not worth slowing down for. Oh well. Neum is right. How much time did I estimate for this? 110. Well, we are on the final track. I could still make that. So what is this, including setup times? Oh, I guess there's still setup time after, so even if I don't make it, I'll be fine. One second, I close my thingy that I used to see chat. There we go. Firefield, Firefield. So once again, not a lot of energy refill here. Hello. Track is not easy. So this would be a nice place to get lives if I were further ahead. Yeah, this one is right. Come on, just move. There we go. Alright, if I don't manage to finish it now, I'm pretty sad. Should not have boosted that much. Hey Falcons, welcome back. Got some energy out of that. I would say that's worth it. Ow. It sure is something. Don't slow down too much or they start spin attacking, really? Oh. Did not know about that AI behavior. Ooh. I'm extremely scared. Give me 1 second. Oh, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Heck. That was pretty unfortunate. F-Zero. Around 300, huh. That's super interesting, I legitimately just never knew about that. In Japan, it's 30 years old. Yep, I don't know how long it was until it came out in NA and Europe after, but... Zero's freaking old. I need to just be chilling. I'm decently far ahead. Don't have to be boosting a lot. Just want to finish. Could have gotten some more refill there. Shoutouts to slide into side attack. Slows you down so much, but it is a way to make sharp turns. Alright, we've got this. That is time. Overestimate, but that's okay. My estimate wasn't based on facts. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. That makes sense. Thank you. This game's OST is freaking great. Yeah, definitely. Alright, I will take a short break before the next round. I already have it pretty much set up, but I do need to get myself a drink and a small snack. And we have a setup time for this exact purpose. So that is nice. Actually, I'll just go while the credits roll. Hopefully not bump into my N64 and make it turn off. Also, yeah, absolutely same. It's the best OST. Followed by Climax.